I understand that there's some difficulties putting together the Rawlings multi-sport net. I'm going to explain how exactly to do it, because when I got mine, my father and I, it took us about 2.5 hours to put it together because we kept putting it together wrong, and things weren't fitting in the cord. The cord shocked fiberglass cord shocked poles were not fitting into the black feet as shown here. The directions that are included with this product are very unclear, and it's horrible. However, in order to clear up any difficulties that people are having putting together this product, I will show them how to do it exactly. Alright, first of all, lay out the net like shown here. The net comes with 2 poles. As you can see, I already have 1 pole through. The other one is over here laying in the grass. What you do is you first feed the poles should be the same length. So what you do is you first feed the first pole through the left front of the net, as shown here, and then it goes through the red seam here, all the way up until there's an intersection point. Now I understand that there's difficulties here determining where the pole goes after it comes from the left front. Well, what happens is you put the left front pole through the one that goes to the right back. This crisscrosses the 2 poles at the top when they're in. And then when it takes a while to get it feeded through, because the metal things right here on the poles get caught on the red seam plastic. And then once you get it fed through like I did, you take your second pole, which is laying over here again. So let me get that. And you go to the left back of the net, where the red seam starts. So let's get that all hooked up here. Alright, right here. This is the left back of the net. And then the red seam starts right there. So what I do is let's get this pole all cord shocked together here. 1 moment. Alright. You take the pole and you start feeding it through. Like this. You just pull the red seam, keep going, push the pole in while you're doing this. And then it will come through the top there, as shown right there. Once it gets to the top, you want to make sure you put the second pole, cross it over the left pole. This is very important to make sure that the left pole will fit in its 2 feet on the left front and the right back. You want to make sure you cross it over. It's recommended you have 2 people assemble this with you, since it is very hard. It's very hard to assemble by yourself. So what you do is you put it over. Again, this is very important that you put it over the pole, over the first pole you put in, which goes from the left front to the right back. Sorry. Otherwise, when you pop the right pole into its feet, it will not, the right pole will push up on the left pole, and then you will never be able to get it in its feet without really pulling it, and it's bound to rip then. So what you do is you cross that over, and then you put it in I'm making a video for this person. One second. And then what you do is you feed it through the seam. Again, make sure that the second pull from the left back to the right front is going over the first pull that you put in, that goes from the left front to the left back. If you don't do this again, you will never be able to get the left pull in its properly fitted in its feet without really stretching the net. Once you have gotten it all through the thing, that's when you put the second pull you put in, the one that goes from the left back to the right front, into its feet. You properly fitted its feet. Once you did that, you go over to the first pull you put in, and you put it in as I have here in the right back of the net. You put the first pull that goes from the left front to the left back. Now this is the hard part. When you get to the final foot to put the pull in, you really need to stretch it out. That's why I recommend 2 people doing this assembly. Because as you can see, can you hold the camera? As you can see, it's going to be really hard to get in alone, especially when I have the net standing up. That's why I have it laying down right now. It's gonna be, I mean, when you have it standing up like this, it's gonna be impossible. That's why I recommend you don't stake it in the ground right away, and you just look at that. It fits in properly. You just gotta really stretch it. Damn. Alright, there we go. Now that's in, and then you pop the net up with all the poles in, and then you just spread it out, which it should already be, because this really spreads it out. Now, you might be wondering why this is so tight here. That's because the net has to be tight in order to be properly spread across the ground and not throw the balls back at you. When whatever you're doing, kicking a soccer ball, hitting golf balls, throwing a football. Otherwise the ball's going to be coming back to you because the net material here is not going to be fully stretched, which means it's not going to stop the ball from coming back with the drop curtain as well. So once you have it all up, you stake it in the ground in the 4 corners, or you can use cement bags if you're doing it on concrete. And then, oh yeah, and then you spread it out, that you stake it in, of course, like I said, and then you ensure that the drop curtain's in its correct position as indicated by the horrible instructions. And there you go. That's how you put together the Rawlings multi-sport net. I hope this video helped you.